Good afternoon, President Goel, faculty and staff colleagues, and of course, class of 2023, with your family, friends, and many supporters. Certainly, I recognize that I stand on this stage today because of my wife, my family, my own faculty mentors, and former students that teach me still. Thanking supporters and my community is not something I just say or do. My relationships are a piece of my privilege. I know in my bones that my achievements are not mine alone. It's humbling, very humbling, to be asked to speak at a convocation. Often nationally or globally prominent leaders or famous, highly successful people address graduates. Certainly, I am not famous or nationally prominent. So for me, this honor today has made me ponder, what is success? What does it mean to be successful? The world is huge, our problems vexing, and there are many, many people. I have a cheesy metaphor for how I often think of our joint journey here on planet Earth. It's like we are all on a huge ship, all together, billions of us, at sea, propelled by oars. It's hard to see over the edge of the ship. Where are we going? Everyone has a different size or shape of oar. Some row together, some row in cross directions. Some have no oars at all. There's misinformation, there's disagreement. Is there even a captain? Often we struggle in stormy seas. How should a convocation speaker send graduates out, inspiring them to be successful rowers in such stormy seas? I have attended numerous convocation ceremonies with many impressive speakers. Yet across all these ceremonies, only 3 speakers stand out in my memory. And I say speakers because the first was Evelyn Hart at a family member's graduation in 1989. Evelyn was a principal dancer of the Royal Winnipeg Ballet, and at that convocation, she did not speak at all. She danced because she was a dancer. The second speaker I recall was Harry Belafonte, a very famous Black American singer, activist, and actor. He passed away at age 96 this past April. He was a giant civil rights and social equity champion. He was a collaborator, a friend, a bankroller of Martin Luther King Jr. during the civil rights movement. His art gave him a platform for activism. McMaster was honoring Harry for his humanitarian work, major work on the global scale related to poverty, social justice, and labor rights. His speech at my McMaster PhD graduation in 1996 touched me so deeply that I kept a printed copy on my bedside table for years. To me, he basically said, "This honorary degree is nice and all, thanks. I appreciate you recognizing my good work and the causes I've worked for. But really, all I have done is made good choices at each fork in the road." Every time Harry was in a place with resources and the opportunity to make a difference, he felt a responsibility to take a path that led to a positive impact for the greater good. He told us graduates that he had been fortunate to end up in some extraordinary places, but he encouraged each of us, no matter what path we were on, that every small difference matters. In this way, significant success is equally possible for the rich and the powerful, as well as for nurses, restaurant workers, air traffic controllers, laborers, and engineers. Success is seeing the need and the opportunity to make a difference in the places that you actually find yourself. And I think that is still good advice almost 30 years later. It has not gotten any easier to be a new graduate. You may be concerned about meeting expectations of your parents, your classmates, meeting some ideal, climbing the ladder, titles, money. There is a pressure to succeed in ways that are just not healthy. I am not going to be the speaker that charges you to go out and do great big things. What I wish for each of you is that you experience being on a team where your contributions matter. Just do your part. Bring your engineering and other talents to the problems you see on a given day. Do not put unrealistic expectations on yourself in terms of quantity or status. Just make sure that your oar is rowing in a good direction to advance towards a better global society. It takes many rowers to move such a big ship. Don't worry if you think the ship is going in circles. Over time, it'll straighten out. Just make the decision to see the need and do good wherever you are. This gets me to the third graduation speaker that I will always remember, Samantha Power, Ambassador to the United Nations under the Obama administration, speaking at the University of Vermont. She was talking about being intimidated arriving for the first time at the Oval Office of the White House. Her take-home message was, never compare the inside of yourself to the outside of anyone else. Don't compare how you are feeling to what it looks like other people can do. We are all human. We are all insecure. But we are also all amazing in diverse ways. Every rower affects the heading and the progress of our joint ship. So, class of 2023, I hope you dance in your own way. Do what you do well. When faced with opportunity or choices, make good choices to make the world a better place, and do not worry about how you compare to others. Be driven by justice and values, not status and fear. Success is not fame, status, or fortune. Just do your little bit and you will make us proud. Because even when one person may seem famous or like they have done something great, rest assured that all of the truly great things really take a village. It takes a team. Profound change has always been very slow, so be patient. Rest when you need to. Every oar matters. And Waterloo class of 2023, as our alumni, you each have a very good oar. Use it well. Thank you.